weekend, guys. That means only one thing. Somebody in Brooklyn's going to be eating a lot of hot dogs. Jonathan's going to be on a rooftop.
Yes.
And lots of people are going to be barbecuing in a park.
That part.
Let me tell you what we're celebrating here. The 4th of July is celebrating what event?
America's independence.
What event? What happened on the 4th of July? How did we become independent?
1776.
Yes, we signed the Declaration of Independence. Close enough.
Is it 1776?
It is 1776.
All right.
On July 4th, 1776, a bunch of guys got together in Philadelphia and they wrote a letter to King George. And they said, King, you're done. We're independent now. And then King George says, and then started a war. And then the United States won the war. But this was the signing of the Declaration of Independence. It was not actually officially signed on July 4th. Actually, signed on July 2nd today.
Oh,
so 2 days later, on July 4th, you see, I just even learned something new. I thought it was signed on July 4th. 2 days later on July 4th, it was ratified by vote. But it was all signed on July 2nd. So actually today
is the actual
anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. It was ratified by vote on July 4th and then sent by carrier pigeon on a very slow boat to England. It probably took months and months for King George to realize.
Damn, wait, what?
Yeah, he's like, it's like Christmas time. When is this thing signed on July 4th? There was no internet back then. Right. Took months to find out that they signed this thing. And on July,
happy Independence Day.
That's right. On July 8th, there was a public reading of the Declaration. It took place in the Pennsylvania State House, now Independence Hall in Philadelphia. Have you ever been there? That's where the Liberty Bell is.
Oh, I might have passed by.
Yeah, and the printer John Dunlop made about 200 copies of this Declaration of Independence. It was distributed around the 13 states, but there's not too many that are left right now. There are only 26 left in the world that are known. In 1776, on August 2nd, the Declaration was officially ratified. John Adams considered July 2nd to be the day when the Americans actually declared their independence. So he envisioned the celebration on July 2nd, but America decided to do it on July 4th when it was ratified by the Congress. Who is the largest signature on the Declaration of Independence?
Ben Franklin.
Wrong. Do you know the old saying, where's your John Hancock?
John Hancock.
He wrote his signature larger than anybody else. He really hated the king, and he said, this king is going to see that I really mean business.
He's probably like cussing while he was writing that.
So John, when people say, where's your John Hancock? That's from there.
Let me see your signature.
Let me see your signature. Now, 27 are only accounted for. I said 26. It's 27 declarations of independence are left around the world. One was found in the back of a picture frame at a tag sale about 10 years ago, and it was sold at auction for $8.14 million.
Sheesh.
Yeah, that's like one of those Nicolas Cage National Treasure type situations, right?
8.4 mil?
Don't you love those movies, National Treasure? He's like looking for like the secret American Revolution stuff.
That is
wild.
In the back of
really did enjoy history.
Could you imagine, like, opening the back of your picture frame and, like, seeing the Declaration of Independence?
How happy would you be?
What?
How happy would you be? Like, I mean, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy would you be if you went to a tag sale, you bought a picture for $10, you said, I'm going to change the frame, and you go, oh my God, here's the Declaration of Independence.
There isn't a number that has been created.
No, but honestly, it was definitely traveled on ships. Like these documents back in the day, really and truly.
Yeah.
There was no internet.
Right.
Right.
That's why I said King George must have taken months and I don't know when King George found out, but it probably was around Christmas time. Right? King George finally found out, damn, they've been independent for 6 months.
For 6 months?
What the heck, man?
I definitely can't take it back now.
Yeah. So, Vanessa.
How did we miss that? How did we miss that?
So, Vanessa, has anybody said in the comments what they're doing? I'm interested in what the squad is doing.
Well, Danish Danny said 4th of July 2017, I met my girlfriend.
I'm hanging local. I'm not going anywhere. I usually travel, but I'm staying local right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do travel.
Yeah, I travel a lot, but I'm going to stay local this weekend. I'll be working. I'll be in the office tomorrow. No rest for the weary. No rest for the weary. Did you see this? A bride.
Oh. Carol Anderson, the Tiger, said, I will be spending time with my family. They will be over for dinner.
Oh, all the little cubs.
And I said that. Remember family time.
All the little cubs are coming over.
Aww.
Those little kids are coming over to see Carol. All the little cubs and kids.
Cool cats.
Yeah, all those cool cats. Let's see some fun news here. It's Friday. No pumpkin.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's get into Friday.
Yeah. There's a bride. I don't know if you saw this. Esther Andrews. She got 430,000 views on TikTok because she knitted her wedding dress on the New York City subway.
What?
Yeah, the gown flows into layers and
no.
tiers, creating a flowing vintage-inspired lace effect. She finished the dress a day before the wedding, according to the TikTok that she shares. The knitting extraordinaire knows a thing or two about knitting high-end designs. While living in New York City, Andrews designed knitwear collections for Diane von Furstenberg and Morgan Lane before moving back to Indiana. So she was a fashion designer.
Wow.
But the thing is that she knitted her whole... Why would you go on a subway and knit your wedding dress? Wouldn't your wedding dress be kind of dirty?
I see people
more
knit.
importantly, which stop? Which stop on the subway?
I don't know if I would want my wedding dress on the subway, personally.
Maybe, it might be, just a place of comfort for her. Like how people go and like to read at a cafe. Maybe she gets comfort at a subway. I mean, it made story.
Jonathan, you do a great job at just tying it all together. I really
She looks real comfortable.
She just sat around on the subway, riding the subway, knitting her wedding dress. It's a little off.
I don't know.
It's a little off, but okay.
I have
It's
off
2021.
things.
It's a judge for someone.
But I also have off things. I have little things that I have to make sure I do because it either gives me nostalgic feelings or just makes me feel good. And it's really off to other people, but to me it makes me feel good. So maybe that's her story.
Meanwhile, this is a bit trifling, but a nice story. I'm sorry, I'm reading the next story already.
Okay.
It's a bit trifling, but a nice end to the story. Would you believe this, Vanessa? In 1961, a woman by the name of Gwen Goldman wrote the New York Yankees. The New York Yankees baseball. She wrote a letter, said, "Hey, I'd like to apply for a job to be the bat boy." The bat boy's the kid who comes in after Babe Ruth or whoever's up to bat hits a home run, he grabs the bat,
right?
So it's out of the play, so nobody trips over the bat.
Got you.
Okay, so that's what the bat boy does. After they get a hit, the guy drops the bat. You run to first base. The bat boy's got to come and grab the bat so nobody trips over it. So they wrote her back a letter, the New York Yankees, on June 23rd, 1961.
Wow.
And they said, while we agree with you that girls are certainly as capable as boys and no doubt would be an attractive addition on the Yankee playing field, I assure you can understand that this is a game dominated by men, and as a young lady such as yourself, you would feel out of place in the dugout, so you could not work for us as a bat boy.
I'm surprised they even sent a letter back.
Yes,
That's
in 1961. So her dreams, her dreams were shattered. She only wanted to be a bat boy. She finally, at the age of 70, 60 years after she was rejected, the Yankees invited her back to be, for one night only, to be the bat boy.
Wow.
Yes, the oldest bat lady in Yankee history, 70-year-old Gwen Goldman. She got to be the bat girl on Monday night. She said it was a thrill of a lifetime, times a million. I actually got to be out in the dugout too. I threw out a ball. I met the players. It goes on and on. They set up a day for me. That is something special I would never have expected.
That's actually awesome.
That's nice.
That is nice.
Right?
Yeah.
What is with all the touching? This is such a great...
It's real fuzzy.
It's Fuzzy Friday.
Without having the fuzzy.
It's Fuzzy Friday. Workers at a New Hampshire restaurant said they were stunned when a customer left a $16,000 tip on a $37 bill. That's a pretty damn good tip. Boy, that must have been the best cheeseburger and french fries the guy ever ate. Michelle McCudden, a bartender at the Stumbling Bar and Grill in Londonderry, New Hampshire, said the customer, who is not a regular, had ordered a couple of hot dogs a cocktail, and a fried pickle. He is a
good.
mystery man. Employees called owner Mike Zarella to tell him about the unusual tip. Zarella told WMUR-TV it was on the credit card statement. They put it down next to the register and said 3 times, "Don't spend it all in one place." That's what made her flip it over and look. And she's like, "Oh my God, are you serious?" And he said, "Yes, I want you to have it. You guys work very hard."
Aww.
Now, the bar manager talked to the gentleman. He said, "No, it's $16,000 because they were saying it was a mistake for $160. And he said, "No, 3 times. It's $16,000.
Sheesh.
The restaurant pools tip, so the money will be split amongst the 8 servers. Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias, it's time you admit it. That was a very nice gesture on your part, Jonathan, to leave the 16, to go up to New Hampshire and leave the $16,000 tip. We are waiting to see where you will go this weekend to leave your next $16,000 tip. Jonathan has decided he's going to be doing this on a weekly basis.
All I know is, if you guys are
that was out of control.
listen, if you guys are watching now, I didn't want my name out. You know what I mean? I did not want my name out. But you're welcome.
Yeah, Jonathan, where will you be leaving your $16,000 tip this weekend?
We're going to find out next week because they're going to throw it out to the news station again.
every time, because this is always in the news, every couple of months, there's always somebody who leaves like this crazy tip. I'm telling you, it's Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo's doing it every time.
Listen, that's my writing.
Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.